What's up guys, Tamrakshan here. Everyone might know that Honda's stylish and sporty looking scooter is the Dio, and for 2020, Honda has launched the latest version of the Dio which is BS-6 compliant, and also the Dio has received plenty of updates throughout. So this video is the detailed review of the new 2020 Honda Dio BS-6. We'll start things off with the design, and starting from the front, well here the Dio didn't change a lot, but it now looks more sharper and even better. Actually the story of the whole design is like that, and it's mainly because the dimension of the Dio did change completely. The Dio is now a longer, wider and a taller scooter, and also the wheelbase did increase. And I feel it's a welcome change. So now coming back to the front, well as you can see the paint scheme is dual tone and I love this trend of the Dio. The front panel is clean with just the motor scooter branding in the side, and about the main headlight, it's dominating the front section with indicators on either side. Well here, this is a halogen bulb because the model showcased here or the model we tested is the standard variant. And yes, this time also for the Dio, there are two variants which are Deluxe and Standard. And by the way, a comparison video of the Deluxe and Standard variant will be done in our channel pretty soon, not only for the Dio, but also for the new Activa 60. And if you don't want to miss that, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Now here, the position light has also been slightly changed, and it's still LED even in the Standard variant, and it does look very attractive like always, especially at nights. And talking about nights, well here since the headlight is halogen, the range is average. You'll be fine and the visibility is also not bad during night rides, but I'm actually excited to test the Deluxe variant because the headlight in that is LED and it's actually a new one. Then taking a look at the handle of the scooter, well here it's the normal scooter type handle with plenty of switches which are very needed ones. I've been saying this, which is I like this new approach from Honda, and that's the new set of switch controls used. Integrating the pass light with the dim bar bright switch and also making the self start switch a self start come engine kill one is a great thing. Now here please don't get confused about this switch being an idle start stop switch, because it's not that, and here what this switch does is that it starts the engine and also turns it off. So it's like a self-start and engine kill switch integrated as a single unit. So now checking the instrument cluster, well here again since this is the standard variant, it's an analog meter, but if you go for the Deluxe variant, you're gonna get a brand new fully digital meter. This meter here is very simple and it just shows the basic stuff, and it's because again it's the standard version. And by the way, there is a price difference between the standard version and the Deluxe version of the Dio, and here is the present ex-showroom pricing, and as you can see, there is price hike when compared to the 2019 Honda Dio, but I'll say it now, which is Honda did update this scooter really well and the price hike is surely justifiable. And also if in case you are from Kollam, Kerala and you want to know the on-road pricing or do a test ride or even make a booking, you can contact the number shown here. So now checking the side panel of this new Dio, well here also the design has been tweaked a bit and now there is more air vent structure and this side panel is now more appealing. The graphics has been redesigned and I love this new graphics used here. It's suiting well with the Dio's design and also the color scheme does blend really well. And by the way, this time also based on the variant you go for, you get different color choices, and here the color showcased is Sports Red. This color surely looks sleek and it's a matte greyish black and a red combo. So now for the rear section of the scooter, well here the tail light completely dominates this section, and this time the tail light is a bit more bigger and again looks much better. And that's the case with the pillion grab rail too. This is a split type one, and here this one matches the scooter style and it's also a comfortable one for the pillion to hold. And here one thing Honda did think and design well is this portion. This is actually the external fuel lid. It blends well and doesn't look awkward, and here to open it, the control is in this new lock system, and in that what you do is just select the seat fuel option and press the fuel option in the switch, and instantly this lid opens and you get access to the fuel inlet. This external plastic is of really good quality and feels rock solid. And here inside this, there is the usual fuel cap which you can twist and open. And here the fuel tank capacity is actually 5.3 liters. Then a minor change that has happened with the new Dio is that now there is a retractable pillion footstep available, which is neat. And finally the design side, the exhaust did change and now it looks more of like a motor scooter one. So overall almost everything we checked till now has changed. Everywhere there is a small or big tweak done, and I feel these changes are all great and does make the Dio a scooter which is going to suit a wider range of riders. Now there are reasons I say that. It's because if you watched my previous Honda Dio review, you might know the Dio was not a very comfortable scooter for me. And that was because the seating and legroom all felt a bit cramped with the previous Dio, but now this time the story is totally different. And the interesting thing here is that this scooter is still not a bulky scooter, but instead it's still a very compact one. But surprisingly, since Honda increased the overall dimensions of the scooter a bit, the ride comfort is now really good even for me. I'm 5 feet 10 inches, and here with this new Dio, since the seating posture is perfectly upright and since the seat used is a good one with plenty of cushioning which is moderately firm, and that combined with the footboard which has good spacing made my seating experience great. I didn't face any issues from the handlebar, and also since the seat height is not very high, my legs reach the ground pretty easily, and I feel this new Dio is gonna suit well for riders with height from maybe 5 feet to 6 feet. Honda not only thought of the seating comfort for the rider in the new Dio, but here the pillion seating comfort is also excellent. The scooter is not a tall one for the pillion to get in, and here the pillion will enjoy the experience. I mean, this kind of ride comfort is present not only because of the good seating or better legroom or things like that, but it's also because of the new suspension and also the bigger front wheel. Honda finally has used telescopic front suspension, and for the rear, it's a 3-step adjustable one. The front one felt soft and the rear one was set a bit more stiff, but here since you also get a bigger 12-inch front wheel, even while riding through very bad road conditions, the comfort was really good. And to give you an example, if you compare it with the previous Dio, this one is much better. I feel this change was totally needed, and finally we have it. Now if the rear wheel was also 12 inches, it would have been great, but still I feel there isn't much to complain about the 10-inch rear wheel. So now about the ride control, well, I did already mention that even though the Dio's dimensions increased, it's still a compact scooter, and here like before, this scooter is the easiest to control. I still remember good old days where back in 2011, one of my best friend had a Dio, and it was so fascinating how he used to get through traffic in a blink of the eye. And here the weight is still on the low side, and the new Dio's overall structure is still the same old one at its core, and hence you can get through any tight spaces without any issues. Well, what we checked till now does give you the idea that the new 2020 Dio BS-6 is a great scooter, right? But actually, you haven't seen the best yet, and that's the new engine. This is a 109.51cc fan-cooled 4-stroke PGM-FI BS-6 engine. The max power and torque figures are good for a 110cc scooter, and actually compared to the previous version of the Dio, there isn't much of a difference, and here the new tech used in the engine is all advanced. Firstly, there is silent start, so hit the engine start switch and the scooter turns on silently but smoothly and it sets into place. Then secondly, once it's all set, the enhanced smart power technology and the programmed fuel injection all combined makes the ride a very enjoyable one. The new Dio is quick to accelerate, and here there is quick speed gain upon twisting the accelerator. I mean, you can feel it. If you want to overtake in city, it's a simple thing with the new Dio. It's because the power is available pretty instantly and all that happens pretty smoothly, and hence I loved the ride experience in the new Dio. The engine quality felt top notch, and from my testing, the ride quality in a speed range from 0 to 75 km/h was the best. There was literally no vibrations, and even the engine wasn't stressed, and I totally enjoyed the ride experience in that speed range. Well, you can surely hit higher speed mark in the new Dio, but as usual, I won't suggest you do that because here I feel this scooter is best suited for city use. Well, you can take it for a 40 to 50 km ride in a stretch, and it won't disappoint you, but the best quality is surely for daily city commutes. There is sheer aggression, refinement, comfort, and total control, which all leads to a great ride experience. Honda's engines have always been the best, and here with the BS6, I think Honda has taken it to the next level. But one place Honda didn't update here is actually the brakes. Because here, even with this new Dio, still no matter which version you buy, both the front and rear brake is 130mm drum with CBS or combi braking system as standard. This brake is as expected just average, and here I feel the safe braking speed for doing sudden brakes is in the 60 to 65 km/h range. Then for the tires used, well, both are tubeless tires and both are 90mm thick, but here taking somewhat tight corners was fine, and the scooter did stay in control and also stable while riding in the 80s. But as usual, I would always recommend to ride at very controlled speed because here it's evident that it's a scooter designed to be used for daily city commutes, and therefore please do not stretch the limits. So now to the next big thing, which is the mileage. And here the mileage has been improved, and actually you should get at least a 10% mileage increase compared to the previous Dio, but as of now I couldn't do a proper mileage test, but I'll be surely doing that soon, so please stay tuned for that. And lastly, the only thing left to check is the storage options or the storage spaces available, which is firstly in the footboard, and here since there are two non-retractable hooks of good quality, and also since the footboard is not cramped, you can hang a grocery bag or stuff like that. Then secondly, there is a new handy front pocket, which is a big space, especially considering it's a front pocket. And the last storage space available is the underseat storage, and that can be opened by selecting the seat fuel option in the new lock system and by pressing the seat option in the switch. And here inside you can see a Dio branding, which is interesting, and for the space available, it's a moderately big one, and surprisingly it does fit in my large size fully covered helmet with a bit of force on the seat. And also I have to mention this, which is even though this Dio is a scooter with fiber parts, the quality feels excellent, and I think this will really hold well. But as usual, if it falls hard, since it's fiber, it might break. So I guess that's everything you need to know about the new Dio. So will I recommend it? Of course I do. I didn't find any major drawbacks, and this feels like a scooter that's gonna make the competition very tough. The Dio bought this trend, which is an aggressive and compact scooter for the younger crowd. But as time passed by, every manufacturer started offering a scooter targeting this audience. But now in 2020, I think Honda has come back with a stylish and sporty scooter which is targeting wider range of riders, Any other design with slight tweaks looks and feels very polished. And on top of that, by offering a very refined and smooth engine with great ride comfort, does make the Dio a great option in the 110cc scooter segment or even in the whole scooter segment. And also, by the way, if you want, you can get the optional side stand engine cutoff feature in the new Dio. That's all for this video, guys. Hope you liked it. If so, please do hit the like button, and also if you have any questions regarding the new Dio, you can ask in the comment section below. See you again in the next one. Till then, bye, and always ride safe.